magandang hapon. This time, let's have a discussion kung paano magbasa ng electrical plan. So, meron na tayong plano. Ito yung project ginawa ko ng design. So, ipaintindi natin kung paano ba ang tamang diskarte para madali maintindihan pagbasa ng electrical plan. So, unang-una, dapat malaman mo yung general notes, and then yung legend, yung ilaw at saka sa mga outlet. Tapos tingnan mo yung one line diagram or single line diagram, and then tingnan mo rin yung load schedule. Tapos then basahin mo na yung lighting layout at saka yung power layout. And then be sure din yung vicinity map kung saan siya nakalagay or saan siya na-locate yung site. And then yung buong title block, ano yung mga detalye. So first, let's focus on the title block. Naka-scale siya ng 20 by 30. So first is ito sa title block. If napansin nyo, dapat makita mo yung details. Okay, so dapat yung signatory, that is for professional electrical engineer. So meron siyang sariling space para dyan. And then siyempre nakalagay yung owner. And then yung project title. So dapat basahin mo rin kung ano yung detalye ng project title. So ito is food retail interior fit out. So or pwede mong sabihin restaurant or yung mga samgyup. And then yung address, dapat malaman mo kung saan siya na-locate. So for this, address is somewhere in Mandaluyong City. And then meron pa, so dapat yung sheet contents alam mo rin. So sa sheet contents nakalagay yung ano yung nakalagay, ano yung nasa plano. So as yun, ibig sabihin yan, tingnan mo na lang kung ano yung naka-indicate. So for this one, title, lighting layout. Okay? Then dapat meron din ito. So design by, so yung design ng sino yung gumawa ng plano, saka drawn by, check by, date drawn, so approved for issue, and then sheet number 1. So ito is only one page, so sheet number 1 lang. Pag dalawa, pwede mong i-2 and so on. Scale, so anong scale niya? 1:100, 1:50. So for this, ang scale niya is 1:50. Ito, malinaw to. And then yung revision, so kung nakailang revise na yan, pwede mo ring ilagay dito sa baba. Okay, revision 1 or 2 or 3. So ganun dapat malaman mo muna yung mga detalye sa title block. After that, so kung clear ka na dun sa title block, pwede mo nang mag-start sa general notes. So ang general notes, so nakalagay dito yung mga specifications sa plano, and then specifications sa actual installation. So first is basahin natin kung ano yung nakasulat. All electrical works shall be done in accordance with the provision of latest Philippine Electrical Code. So lahat daw ng plano dapat naka-design based sa Philippine Electrical Code. And then number 2, the contractors shall secure all permits and pay all fees required for the work, and shall furnish the owner to the engineers final certificates of electrical inspection and approval from the proper government authorities for the complete work. Okay, so yung contractor daw dapat sila mag-secure ng permit for construction, else after matapos, so sila rin yung mag-execute ng final certificates of electrical inspection. So kailangan yan para makabitan ka ni Meralco ng kuryente. So dapat naka-indicate dyan. And then number 3 is all materials to be used shall be new installed in applications for which they are intended. So lahat ng mga materials na bibilhin dapat bago, hindi yung scrap or yung mga substandard. So dapat bago because para walang problema pag matapos yung project. And then number 4, so all metallic conduit, cabinets and equipment shall be properly grounded and bonded by means of copper straps. Connection to ground rod shall be exposed easily, readily accessible for inspection. So, lahat daw ng mga metallic conduit, cabinet, dapat properly grounded. So, tandaan nyo yan. And then, number 5, mounting heights for switches and convenience outlets shall be 1.4 meters and 0.3 meters respectively, unless otherwise noted. So, ibig sabihin yan, yung mga switch daw, yung height dapat is 1.4 meters. Tsaka yung outlet is 0.3 meters. But, itong height is subject pa rin to sa verifications ng project architect. So, yon. And then, number 6, all exposed conduit pipes shall be intermediate metal conduit. So, lahat daw ng mga tubo na open or exposed dapat intermediate metal conduit or rigid steel conduit, REC. So, kung yung pipe mo is nakabaon, embedded sa soil or sa slab, pwede mong gamitin is PVC or called as polyvinyl chloride. And then, number 7, importante to, minimum size of wire shall be 3.5 square mm THHN or THWN stranded. So, kung nakasulat dyan stranded, tapos 3.5 yung minimum wire, so dapat on-site installation, wala kang makitang wire na mas mababa pa dyan. Or else, if meron dyan sa site, ginamit 2.0 and then solid, so ipabaklas mo, hindi ka sumunod sa yung gumawa, hindi sumunod dun sa proper instruction. And then number 8, all works shall be under the supervision of registered master electrician or registered electrical engineer. So lahat ng gawa is dapat nakasupervise sa mga licensed electrical practitioners. So ang iniwasan dyan is yung safety ng o yung output ng gawa. Dapat maayos. And then number 9 is dapat malinaw rin to. System voltage is 230 volts, 60 Hz, 3 phase. So, yung atin daw ang sistema ng kuryente is 230 volts and then naka 3 phase. Then wires shall be color coded with line provisions. Then all signages must have a timer. So, sa general notes, malinaw to. So, dapat ito muna yung unang mong tingnan kung ano yung nakasulat. So, pag malinaw ka na dyan sa general notes, naintindihan mo na. So, proceed ka na ngayon doon sa legends and symbols. First, dito muna tayo sa legends and symbols for lighting. So, anything na makita mo rito on this portion or on this table are the lighting fixtures. So kung makakita ka nito, so switch devices. So verify specifications. So yung switch merong 1 gang, 2 gang at saka 3 gang. Saka ito is 3A, so that is 3-way switch. And then if you see this symbol, that is strip light under cabinet. FSS, so fire safety signs stopping point. Ito is industrial dome type pendant light. So verify specifications. Ibig sabihin yan, ano pa rin, nag-base pa rin doon sa approval ng architect or doon sa owner. And then ito is track light. PB is for panel box, ito yung panel board. And then fire safety sign supply. To see this one, emergency light. This one is emergency light outlet. So verify yung height. FSS, that is fire safety sign stopping point. Usually ito yung sa mga fire exit or entry exits. And then sa legends for sa mga power, ito yung mga saksakan. If you say this one, CO, that is Duplex Convenience Outlet. CT, GFCI outlet, countertop yung height. So nasa taas siya ng lavatory. And then, or sa taas siya ng table, countertop ang tawag dyan. CH, that is for chiller outlet. FO, that is floor outlet. So yung outlet na nakalagay doon sa floor, sa sahig, that is floor outlet. REF, or known as ref, that is for refrigerator outlet. Ito is special purpose outlet. So pag malaman mo na to, alam mo na yung mga symbols, so yung plano mabilis mo nang maintindihan. So after this one, let's proceed doon sa single line diagram, or known as one line diagram. So ang sabi doon sa specifications kanina, that yung ating system voltage is 3-phase. So from here, ito yung galing sa building meter center. So nakasolve rito yung system voltage mo, that is 230 volts, 3-phase, 60 Hz, 3 wire plus ground. Ito yung symbol nun. So itong M, if nakita mo to, so this is for the submeter or electric meter. And then here nakasulat, so 3 tatlong 14 square mm na THSN, that's for line side, so tatlong linya, at saka isang 8.0 na THSN para sa ground, nakalagay sa conduit na 32 mm diameter na rigid steel conduit. So ibig sabihin yung ating piping is naka-expose. If you see this one, so ito yung ito yung panel board natin. So meron tayong main breaker na 70 amperes, naka 3 phase. And then meron siyang 12 branches. So ito, 12 branches, and then naka-balance ito. So lahat ng breaker is naka 2 poles. Ibig sabihin yan is lahat ng breaker is single phase, so binabalance lang natin para di mag-overheat or mag-unbalance. Okay, so itong 20 amperes, that is for outlet or sa ilaw. Itong mga 30 amperes, so that is for individual circuits. Itong mga malataas na amperahe na 50, so that is for individual circuits. 30, okay, 30, 20 amperes. So mamaya malaman natin to kung ano yung mga loads na nakakabit for this branches of panel board. And then dito na tayo, so basahin na natin yung anong nakalagay doon sa schedule of loads. So ito is complete schedule of loads. Meron siyang load description, capacity, voltage, and then current, this is for protection, And then meron pang separating wires saka yung conduit. So tingnan natin kung ano yung loads na nakalagay doon sa ating panel board. So kung nakita mo to, so meron siyang 11 circuits. Ibig sabihin niyan, meron tayong 12 circuit breaker or dalawang branches. So itong ating circuit number 1, which is for lighting outlet. So ito yung sa ilaw na meron siyang 600 VA. Yung pangalawa is convenience outlet na nasa counter, 15 VA. And then convenience outlet na sa showroom, ito yung meron siyang rating na 900 VA. Yung number 4 is for convenience outlet na nasa storage. Number 5 is yung espresso machine. Meron siyang capacity na 6.9 kVA. Yung number 6 is chiller or sinama na yung ice maker. Yung number 7 is ito yung circuit breaker para sa ating aircon. Meron siyang rating na 3 horsepower. Yung number 8 is intended for exhaust fan. Yung number 9 is coffee roaster small. Yung number 10, so circuit breaker to na sa big coffee roaster din. Itong 11 at saka 12 is ito yung spare. So sobra to or pwede mong for expansion, ano yung mga additional na kakabit na mga loads. So tingnan natin itong, so binabalanse yung bawat load nito, yung 12 circuits. So binabalanse siya to determine na hindi nag-overloading yung isang leg. So if you see the total, merong 37.3 amperes sa line AB. Yung line BC, meron tayong 40.17 amperes. Yung line CE, 40.87 amperes. So di naman talaga perfectly 100% mo na mabalance siya. As long as meron ka lang maliit na tolerance lang yung sa kanila is pwede nang sabihin na near balance yung ating load schedule. So yung kanilang gap maliit lang. Okay, so dapat ibabalansin natin para walang overloading. And then bawat branch ng circuit is merong corresponding circuit breaker. So tingnan natin to. If sa circuit 1 natin, meron tayong 20 ampere na circuit breaker. Yung wire niya is dalawang 3.5. Yung ground isang 3.5. Saka 20 mm diameter na IMC. Ibig sabihin naka-expose yung ating mga conduit. So and then 30 amperes for circuit number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 is 20, number 7 is 30, number 8, 20, number 9, 30, number 10, 50, 11 is 20 amperes, 12 is 20 amperes circuit breaker. So if yung breaker mo is 20 amperes, yung wire is 3.5. Okay, so the same nito. If yung circuit breaker mo is 30 amperes, so yung wire is dalawang 5.5 na line, isang 5.5 sa ground. Yung conduit mo is 25 mm saka IMC. So the same lang yung mga 30 amperes na circuit breaker. And then meron pang isa yung if 50 amperes yung circuit breaker mo, dapat yung wire is dalawang 8.0 square mm DHHN. And then isang 5.5 square mm na DHHN. Saka 25 mm diameter na IMC. So, bawat circuit breaker, meron silang kanya-kanyang sizes ng wires saka sa conduit. And then yung ating main protection or yung ating panel board. So, if mabasa mo to, if makita mo to, so ito yung ating main circuit breaker ng ating panel board. So, meron tayong 70 amperes, 230 volts circuit breaker, 3 phase, 60 Hz. So, yung main wire natin is tatlong 14 na square mm THHN, isang 8.0 saka 32 square mm na REC. If i-reflect natin sa single line diagram, the same lang dapat sila. Okay, so tingnan natin. Okay, so nakita nyo yung ating conduit is, yung size of wire is tatlong 14 na square mm THHN, isang 8.0 saka isang 32 mm diameter na REC. Saka yung ating panel board is 70 amperes. So, if malinaw na sa'yo yan, pwede ka nang mag-proceed doon sa lighting layout at saka sa floor layout, power layout. Okay, so basahin natin yung ano yung lighting layout. So itong meron tayong floor plan. So pag magawa ka ng lighting layout, ito yung mga ilaw or switches. So hingi ka sa architect kung meron siyang reflected ceiling plan. So doon ka ito yung basehan mo para gumawa ka ng electrical plan. So if you see this floor plan, meron siyang area na 9.6 and then yung width is 5.8, so almost 50 square meter. And then if tingnan mo to, so ito yung mga lighting fixtures. So ito yung nasa lighting legend. Okay, so saka itong FSS, ito yung sa fire safety signages. Pwede dyan yung mga exit light at saka entry lights. Okay, so if nakita mo, so isang circuito lang ang nilagay natin dahil kaya naman niya yung capacity. So itong PB1, ito yung lighting. Isang circuit lang tayo. And then if nakita mo yung and then these letters, if nakita mo, so ito yung A. So lahat ng mga letra na yan is sabay-sabay sila mag-iilaw. So that is A, B. So ito yung ilaw na nasa switch B, saka itong isa C. So on the left side, meron tayong SABC. So, ibig sabihin niya, isang switch, isang trigang switch para sa ilaw. So, ABC. Pag na-click mo yung A, so yung ilaw yung gagana. Yung B, so yung B ang gagana. Yung C na ilaw lang ang gagana. At the top, meron tayong A, eagle, saka itong dalawang F. And then yung switch niya is 3-way switch na EF. So, pag i-on mo rito, so pwede mo i-off at the top. So ang tawag sa kanila is 3-way switch. Okay, so and then we're done on the lighting layout. So proceed tayo doon sa power layout. And then if you see on the circuit, so itong PB 02 is for the convenience outlet at the counter. So kung nakita mo, so kung ano yung makakasama sa kanila, so yun lang yung connected sa kanyang circuit. So it is for convenience outlet na nasa counter. So yung number 3, that is for convenience outlet na nasa showroom. So if you see this circuit, so lahat ng connected sa kanya is sila yung kasama sa buong circuit. Okay, so that is ACO, meron tayong duplex convenience outlet, saka CFO o yung floor outlet, so kasama sa circuito niya. And then meron pa tayo yung circuit number number 5. So itong circuit number 5, you see on the panel board, that is for espresso machine. So ano lang siya, individual circuit. Ibig sabihin, malaki yung wattage na kanyang kinokonsumo. So yung 6 is ito yung sa chiller. So meron pang isa sa taas na PB circuit 6 din. So sinama ko na rin yung ice maker. Actually kaya naman ng isang circuit breaker niya. Okay, so ayan, so we're done on the retail at saka training area. So let's move at the top kung ano yung load sa panel board. And then from here, so if nakita mo itong is circuit, panel board circuit number 9, which is yung load niya is copy roster small. So yung number 10, so copy roster big, malaki. So ito yung circuit breaker para sa kanya. Okay, so pag sinabing individual circuit, so malaki yung load consumption niya. And then this one, PB number 4, that is for convenience outlet na nasa storage. So kung ano yung connected sa kanya, so sila yung makakasama sa buong circuito. Duplex outlet, okay? Duplex outlet, duplex outlet, okay? So kung bilangin natin, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So 8 outlets sa circuit number 4. And then the remaining is meron pang iba itong panel board number 7. So if nakita mo, this is for circuit breaker para sa 3 HP na aircon unit. Okay, so ito yung kanyang enclosed circuit breaker. That is enclosed circuit breaker for ECU. Meron tayong 30 amperes saka 50 ampere frame 10 KI. Naka NEMA 3R. And then for panel board circuit number 8, this is for ito yung sa exhaust fan. So kung ano yung nakita mo rito, ito yung naka-highlight, is ito yung sa storage. So yung mga remaining, ito yung sa baba, sa training area. So ganun yung dapat yung panel board is tama dun sa nakalagay doon sa plano. Okay, so ganun magbasa, dapat ma-identify mo yung load schedule, dapat the same ng doon content doon sa power layout saka sa lighting layout. And then be sure to check the vicinity map. Okay, kung ano yung nakalagay dito sa baba, ito is somewhere in Mandaluyong City. So kung ano yung nakalagay rito, is dapat the same lang din doon sa nakalagay doon sa vicinity map. Okay? Ito. So dapat pareha sila. Ibig sabihin, tama yung location na pagkagawa nitong project. Okay, so to recall, ganun lang ka bilis or ganun kadali magbasa ng electrical plan, provided that maintindihan mo yung lahat ng buong content ng plano. So dapat malaman mo yung general notes, one line diagram, saka yung load schedule, saka lighting layout at saka power layout. So dapat magtugma itong load schedule doon sa lighting layout at saka sa power layout. Pag hindi magtugma, be sure, so may mali sa plano mo. So I hope ma-apply mo to sa projects mo or nag-i-start ka pa lang mag-aral ng electrical plan. So please subscribe para ma-updated ka sa mga videos na i-upload ko. Salamat.